What up, Black Suburban Dad here. Yes. And today I want to talk about how dudes are down bad out here, man. Dudes are not doing so good. Everybody know the dating market is in purgatory. It's definitely under the ground. It is a wasted landfill out there full of skull and bones and dead bodies just laying all over the place like a bomb hit it. Now, I'm not going to say which region of the world it reminds me of, but I think you guys could kind of get an idea of what I'm saying. And if that was a joke by me, that was very distasteful, and I take it back.
Nope.
Look, man, I want to talk about how dudes are down bad out here. Dudes are doing some crazy shit out here, but girls are also doing some crazy stuff out here. And I think it shocks them. I think it shocks them if you're a guy and you want to make sure that a girl isn't crazy. Because when I meet a girl, right, just say like we meet online, and then we're talking, and I'll ask this question. I'll say, hey, do you know anybody or are you affiliated with anybody with the name of Pookie, Ray Ray, Trayvon, or Raekwon? And she sends back a laugh out loud. And I'm like, no, I'm serious. And she's probably looking like, huh? And then she messages back, no, I don't know any of those guys. And then when we get together, she's like, why'd you ask me that anyway? Well, I want to know that there's not a 6 degrees of separation between you and a YN, because I don't want to be anywhere around these guys. If you're affiliated with YNs, I probably don't want to be affiliated with you. And this is the thing, man. I know I've been in contact or I've hung out or even with some girls that know YNs, but I want to know exactly how close they are, how close in proximity. Like, is it your boyfriend? I do ask girls too. I'm like, hey, every girl I talk to, do you have a boyfriend? Because I'm not afraid of losing them. If I'm gonna lose a girl because she doesn't want me to know if she has a boyfriend or not, and I'm not thirsty like that out here, okay? I've already drank my Gatorade. I'm fully quenched, okay? My body's hydrated, so I ain't got to be thirsty out here. So I'll ask you the questions that you probably not used to hearing, and if you don't like it, then oh well. And I'm out of here. Or you can leave. It doesn't really make a difference, man, because I'm not afraid of losing anybody right now, okay? It doesn't matter. The people in my life are there for a reason. I'm glad that they're there, but they're there for a reason, okay? If you don't want to be there, then peace out. Deuces. It doesn't make a difference. But I'm not one of those guys that, like I said, I'm not afraid of losing people like that. But guys are down bad out here because they won't even ask girls these questions because, yes, they are thirsty. They haven't had their thirst quenched, okay? And they're like, man, this is the only girl on my radar. What if she leaves? Then I'm going to be back to in my mom's basement shucking my corn. Okay, shucking my own corn, looking at some crazy shit, which is titled Granny on the Bus or something like that. Something crazy. And then when you start looking at stuff like that, right, you start going, you go even darker down the rabbit hole. And like I say, you keep going darker down that damn pit, and what's down there waiting for you? It's a fleur de lance, a pit viper. It ain't nothing good when you start going down that dark tunnel of watching. The first title you watch is Granny on a Bus. All right, and you got your lotion and everything set up, and you're like, okay, well, I've never seen a granny on a bus, so let me check it out. And then when you get to the fourth title, and it's something crazy, you know what I'm saying? You weren't even ready for that, but you're like, I'm already in it now. I might as well just keep going. And then the titles just keep darker and darker. Next thing you know, you're on midget with a fat guy or something like that. You're on midget with a fat guy. And after you surpass that, now you're already deep down the tunnel. If you go past that, now you're in the girl with no legs. And you're like, shoo, this is getting crazy, but I've never seen a girl with no legs. And you keep going. Next thing, I can't even say the next thing you're into, but you kind of get the idea. So dudes are down bad out here, but they're afraid. Point is, they're afraid to ask these girls the questions that they know that they should be asking, but they're in fear of losing them. They don't want to lose these girls, okay? Because they don't have an abundance mindset. If they lose her, then they don't have anybody else to go back to. I mean, they don't have anybody to divert their attention to. So they're fixated on this one girl. They're trying to be Mr. Nice Guy, and try to coddle her and say everything that's not going to make her run away. So you turn into a weirdo, and you turn into a loser. And next thing you know, you're down bad because she has control in the situation. She has control in the relationship. There's not one relationship that I'm in right now where a girl has control. Even with my ex-wife. Now, she kind of has control. She doesn't have control. I'll put it like this. The only control that she has is she can try to seek to get more money from me by going to her daddy, okay? And her daddy, I'm not talking about her dad. Her daddy is the government. Her daddy is child support, okay? So she can go begging to her daddy, oh, I need some more child support, my mortgage. I'm drowning out here. I need more money. And what do you think they're going to do? They're going to come and get in my pockets, or at least try to. So that's the only control that she has. Besides that, and that's just one, it's not even a relationship, but I'm going to know this girl until I die because we have a kid together. Any other relationship I'm in, nobody has control over me, okay? But that's the way I want it, and that's the way that I set it up. So that in turn leads me to not be down bad because I don't need anybody that I'm in a relationship with. But that's just me. But that's just the way that I try to set things up right now. You know, when I was younger, and I'm not trying to say that I'm like holier than thou, because when I was younger, yes, I was down bad too. That's the reason why I know all this information and I can present it so people can listen to it. And I tell nothing but the truth over here. But hell yeah, I was down bad. I mean, I'm hitting orcas. I'm hitting whales. I'm hitting girls like 300 pounds. I'm hitting some crazy shit out there, bruh. Crazy stuff I would never be seen in public with. I was simping. I'm cooking dinner, and she probably out there like, bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jam. Man, I was just so crazy. Well, maybe not that crazy. I'm kind of making that part up. But possibly, because I like to think of myself as the guy that's never been cheated on, but I found out that was wrong. Trust me, in the worst way possible. I found out that was wrong. Now, it's not what you think, but I found out that was wrong. I have been cheated on, okay? But it is what it is. But now, hey, I've set it up to where I'm not down bad. But when I was down bad, I want to present the information to you so that you know you're down bad too. All right, now let's get into this. I'm going to get into my first age gap relationship because if you don't know, I definitely push age gap relationships over here. I do it. I think you should do it. And I think that this is a way to the path of the future. I think it's the way to get out of this dating purgatory that we're in. If you don't know why I endorse or why I push age gap relationships, then look at any of my videos. They're titled right there. Nope. No, actually, they're not. But just go back and look at my Rolodex and listen to one of my videos, and maybe I'll explain to you why I endorse and why I push age gap relationship. And if you don't hear it in that video, well, you know what you got to do? Go to the video before that and listen to that too. Okay? And tell a friend to like and subscribe to the video, Black Suburban Dad Reviews, okay? And you like and share the video. Check that out. So anyway, I'm going to get into my first age gap relationship because this is what I push over here. Like I said, I do it. I think you should do it. Now, it's not for everybody. And you know something? Maybe I think I'll give an example of how it's not for everybody. I think I'll give that example of what I don't endorse during age gap relationships, but it's going to happen anyway because y'all down bad. You know, so I think I'm going to pull that up. Anyway, give them a round of applause. Give them a round of applause. It's hot as shit in this room, too. I'm like already sweating. Okay. Me and my love, 20. Me and my love, 20. So it's an 8-year age gap. And this guy, look, man. This already doesn't look good, okay? Now I know, like, I'm highlighting him, I'm endorsing him, and I'm hoping that this relationship goes forward and it progresses, but it's already not looking good. I've had this look on my face before, okay? And when I had this look on my face before, the things I was thinking in my mind towards her were like, yeah, it was that bad. So let's go ahead and read this. It says she's 20 years old, and I'm 28. And I'm so in love with her. Nope. I'm going to go ahead and say, stop the cap.
No, you're not.
You ain't in love, bruh.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
I think you're in lust. So, I mean, what it says, she's so smart and so mature. It's been really nice to share with her. We are so in love. No. Man, I don't know about this one. Now, she's definitely not in love with you. Okay, she's 20 years old, only an 8-year age gap. No, she's definitely not in love with you. Okay, she's not. Now, it looked like you have a car with leather seats. So you could be providing her a decent enough lifestyle. You have the watch on over here. Is this Seattle? That looks like a Seattle Mariners jersey right there. So this could possibly be Seattle. So if this is Seattle, you're already going to have this look. So I might take that back. You're already going to have this look because it's cloudy as shit over here. I live in Seattle. It's cloudy. It's raining all the time. Not right now because it's summertime. So you're already going to be instantly depressed living over here in Seattle, okay? So that might be one of the reasons why you have this look on your face. But yeah, that definitely looks like a Mariners jersey. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong, definitely. I'm not a fan of them. Okay, so let's check this out. But your girl's not in love with you, bro. She's not.
Nope.
Let's see pictures. Okay. She's a cute one. And, yeah, she's definitely not. Allegedly, she's definitely not in love with you, bro. This looks like a nice Seattle. Okay, so they got the coffee on the table. So this possibly is Seattle. Seattle's like one of the coffee places of the United States. One of the top coffee shop places in the United States, if you know what I mean. Cafes, coffee, dudes watching, you know what I'm saying, Cornhub, all up on the corner in the coffee shop. Because for some reason, people go into coffee shops. Even if they have money, they go into coffee shops, get on their laptop for the free Wi-Fi connection. Now, I've never understood that, but hey, if you like it, then I love it. I don't know what you're looking at over there. Okay, so she's a cutie. Yep, she looks like one of these. She might not be like an Instagram baddie because she's not single. She's an Instagram good-looking girl, but she's in a relationship with you, 20. She's probably really, I guarantee you this is one of those girls that take a lot of pictures. I was with one of those girls. You just sitting up there, and if you're a guy and you're with one of those kind of girls, you learn to take some of the best pictures in your life. Like when I go out right now, if I see a family or if I see a couple and they ask me, hey, can you take a picture of us? Or sometimes I'll see that they'll have trouble taking pictures. I say, hey, man, I'll take a picture of you guys. I'm a professional. Trust me, I was with a girl that all she did was this shit right here, okay? So, okay. He's drinking coffee, too. Looks like an espresso. Espresso usually comes in those little cups like that. Okay, so I'm not getting much. They look like a boring couple. Okay, they're in the nightlife right there. Not much to see here. Not much to see here. This guy does not look happy right there. I have not seen him smiling once, and the only time she's smiling is when she's having her tea and crumpets right here. And she's not even really smiling. She just got her lips pursed. So they're probably not going to stay together that long. She's going to leave him for some other guy that's built better and has more money than him, and he's going to be crying, and she's going to be out in the streets.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Allegedly. Let me see some of the comments. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Beautiful couple. Such a lovely, cute couple. Normie comments. Bro, when you said 20, I thought it was you. Ha, 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 ha. Normie, you guys look great, by the way. This really good age gap. It's a good age gap. I mean, but a girl that's 20, bro, you really got to have your shit together because she's really going to be out there. She's in her prime. And she's going to be realizing, oh, man, I got these parts on my top. I got the booty. I'm like boiling wet down there. I'm soaking wet down there. I'm ready to give this out like.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
But I want to have different experiences with different kind of guys. Like you might just be one of her experiences because she want to get you in. She want to get a Chad in, some white guy Chad. She might want to get a Liu Kang type dude in. She might want to get a BBC in there. You know, she got to get a black guy in there, right? So, you know, you might just be one of the flavors of the rainbow that she's tasting at this time, okay? So I don't think you're definitely not the last pit stop for her. Not for a good-looking girl like this, okay? Not for a good-looking girl like this. Unless she was really raised traditional with a mom and dad around and she has a lot of respect for the dad, which is probably going to be like,
nope.
But she possibly could if she was raised the right way because they don't look American. They could be American, but they could be from somewhere else, if you know what I mean. You know, maybe they got their citizenship through their parents. Maybe their parents are from somewhere else, and then they got their citizenship because their birthright, you know what I'm saying? They were born over here. So if they still have the values of whatever country that their parents are from, yeah, possibly they could make it. But I'm going to say that they are not. Because that's a very good-looking girl right there. And, you know something? What I'm going to do right now, right? Because, yes, I do preach age gap right here, but you got to be doing it the right way. You can't just be doing out here any kind of way, thinking everything is all good. And I'm going to show you the type of couple that definitely should not be age gapping the way that they're doing it. And these guys right here, they're going to be all out in public, all out in 4K, real life, OLED, doing some shit like this because they're broke. And it's these guys right here. It figures a damn ninja, right? This is not cool. See, look, I don't preach this right here. I don't preach this kind of age gap right here, bruh. No, let's see what the title. It says My First Cougar. This fool, he don't even want to say the age. But you are. You're out in a fine dining establishment right here. It looks like she has a dress shirt on. Your ass out here with the undershirt on because your underarms keep sweating. Okay, because you're only probably like, what, you're in your 20s. And you got a black shirt on that look like it's been washed about 25 times. So you're definitely not stylish. You're not set. You're not ready for the occasion. And like I said, this is a fine dining restaurant because what I do when I look at pictures, first I look at the background. If a girl sends me pictures, I look at the background. The background right here says that they have a lot of glass and crystal around. So they're going to be in a finer dining establishment. Who can afford this? Him?
Nope.
It'll be her right here, the big, the high, I don't want to call her that. It's the high caloric woman, the high calorie woman right here that you're with, all out in public right here, taking pictures, putting them on Facebook and Instagram. And I hope your ass got roasted for doing something like this, but you probably doing, okay, this is back when I was 18 and she was 46. 18 and 46. So you just out here getting your first taste. And you getting something like this that, you know what I'm saying, it's got folds and flaps, and it's probably got a odor coming from down there, and you still just going in like, I don't care, man.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
And this girl, she's, what do they call it? She's grooming you. She's taking you to fine dining. Man, this is terrible right here, bro. I don't endorse this right here. And they're not going to stay together. They're definitely not going to stay together. Let's see if they got roasted or if it's some normie comments. She's 46 in that pic with a question mark. I hope they're saying because she doesn't look 46. She looks 65. Let me see. I remember those days of what? Wow, that's awesome.
Nope.
Lucky guy.
Nope.
All that's sweet.
Nope.
When did y'all start dating? Curious mind. That's what I'm worried. That's what I'm wondering too. Best to you guys. I never got that lucky.
Nope.
So it's a bunch of stupid ass normie comments in here. All right, they should be roasting this guy like marshmallows right now, but they're not. They're not. But that is the kind of age gap that I do not recommend, and I do not back that at all. Okay, that's fully unbacked by me. I don't subscribe to that. So anyway, let's get into the reason why we're here. The reason why we're here is to talk about why guys are down bad. How guys are down bad. Okay. And it says right here, look, check this out. I think I got about 5 slides. I think I got about 2 videos, but we're going to go through a couple things that's showing you that guys are definitely down bad out here. It says fake U.S. ICE officer told women she may be deported, she may be deported for not having sex with him. Now, let's read what this story is about. It says a man is behind bars, so his ass got locked up. And figure it's a damn ninja right here, okay? Because black men don't like paying or anything like that. They want to get it for free. They want a PIMP. It's all about the, you know what I'm saying? It's all about that. Not pay. I ain't giving a hoe $1. I'm looking at that like,
nope,
bruh. That is the wrong strategy you want to use. Okay, you go on some of these sites. It says no AA. That means no African American. Why? Because they know you're not gonna pay. They know you're not gonna give them anything. You won't treat them to a dinner. If you go to a dinner, it's gonna be Burger King, McDonald's, or one of these other fast food chains. You're not taking them to McCormick and Schmitz. You're not taking them to Ruth's Chris. Okay? You're not taking them to Gordon Ramsay's, places like that. It says a man is behind bars for allegedly impersonating an immigration and customs enforcement officer in Raleigh, North Carolina. Now, I think DMX did some shit like this where he was impersonating a police officer. I think he got put in jail for it. The thing about it is, you're not DMX. I think this is a federal offense for impersonating a federal officer. Now, I could be wrong, but your ass is going to jail. Well, you're already there. You're going to get a decent amount of time for this. And all because you wanted to clap cheeks. And I bet you she was high caloric. I bet she was a high calorie woman. Okay, according to the arrest documents, this guy threatened to deport the victim if she did not have sex with him. He allegedly displayed a business card with a badge on it. This is kind of a perfect storm. What's happening right now, and it's opening up opportunities for people who are not doing any kind of law enforcement to take advantages of people in terrible ways. Yeah, I agree with that. But hey, man, if you're over here illegally, and I'm not saying that this is right, but if you're over here illegally, I guess you got to watch your back. You still got to ask questions. If you're over here illegally, yeah, you're probably down bad too, because you don't want to ask this guy, hey, man, are you really, like, you're just worried about, you be seeing the videos online of ICE officers just swarming in like bees or a pack of jackals and just attacking the target and get your ass out of here back to your home country. So you see this guy pull up. What's going to let you know that he's not real is that he's a black dude, right? I mean, he's not an ICE. He's a black dude. He's probably not an ICE officer. So, and look at his lineup, bro. A lineup like this, a haircut like this. Come on, man. He's not even shaving. His shit is all uncouth. It's not even looking right. He got the black lips like he smoked a blunt. So you illegal immigrants, y'all got to learn this kind of stuff. Trust me, I'm not giving y'all an angle to try to, you know what I'm saying, stay in this country. But to defeat a guy like this, yeah, you want to defeat a guy like this because this is all wrong right here. I'm not giving you a angle to try to stay in this country. But yeah, bro, people like this, you should already know that something's going on right here. And it seems like she did know because she probably reported him to some kind of organization that actually got this guy apprehended. Now, what happened to her, I have no idea. Maybe they gave her a couple more extra months to stay into the country because she reported this guy right here. Maybe she cut a deal with law enforcement and she was able to stay over here. But yeah, guys like that, man, guys are down bad, bro. He is down bad for doing something like that. All you got to do is like Black Suburban Dad Reviews on YouTube. Listen to some videos. Send me a DM and I can show you, or I can message you on how to not get yourself into a situation like this, especially if you're just trying to drain your balls or something like that. Man, you ain't got to go that way. But until you message Black Suburban Dad Reviews, well, I guess your ass gonna stay in jail. That's a bad story right there. I don't think I want to bring that one up. That's a terrible story, but I will bring this one up right here. Okay, guys are definitely down bad right here. Now, this is the story of the serial butt sniffer. It says, man arrested again for sniffing butts in public. Look, man, guys are down bad out here, bro. If you're doing stuff like this, now he's a serial butt sniffer. This isn't his first rodeo. It's not his first time doing something like this. And right here in the corner, okay, on the side, you see where he is actually sniffing this girl's booty right here, okay?
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
Now, let's see if I think we got a video of this guy actually in action. Let's see. Okay, this is the girl right here. And look, man, I'm going to go ahead and say she's cute. I'm not saying that I'd be like, smells like Teen Spirit. I'm not going to be like that. And when I say that, look, man, there was a song called Smells Like Teen Spirit. I'm talking about 18 and above, so don't get crazy with this.
Or if he was just reading a book and he just happened to be in that little corner. Anyways, it felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me. So I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me. But I definitely...
Hey, he went in. There you go, right there. He went right in. He wanted to smell everything she'd been eating that day.
Didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual... And the whole time I'm thinking I'm fine because he hasn't said anything or touched me or anything. But then you notice that he goes over and does the same thing to this girl. And he'll crouch down low and pretend like he's doing something and then smell? I don't know. And the whole time I'm wondering why he's always around me. But this was our interaction.
Look at him. He looking guilty as hell right there too, bro. Like, why? You can get off on... Now, look, she is a very cute girl right here, man. She's a very cute girl. And a guy like this, he would probably never get with a girl like this unless you message Black Suburban Dad Reviews on YouTube. Send me a message and I can show you how you can get this girl right here. But you're going to have your money up, okay? I'll just leave it at that. But anyway, look, man, you definitely got to be down bad for guys to be. And look, once he do stuff like this, he's going to take it back to his crib, back to his mom's basement, okay? Lock the door, lock the basement door, make sure nobody's around, and he's going to throw on some stuff that's super explicit. He's going to get his rocks off and make sure that his body is drained, okay? He's going to get that monkey off his back, put it like that. We're going to watch this. Look, she noticed him.
What are you doing?
I was so freaked out when I turned. I was in this corner
All right, so we gonna watch this again, bro. We're gonna watch
for a
this
while,
again.
and I noticed the guy was staring at me through that little hole, and I couldn't tell if I was being paranoid or if he was just reading a book and he just happened to be in that little corner. Anyways, it felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me. So I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me. But I definitely didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual... And the whole time I'm thinking I'm fine because he hasn't said anything or touched me or anything. But then you notice that he goes over and...
Hey, you see that? He was sitting up there. He was thinking about going to sniffing. He was thinking about going to sniff her again, but he seen this white girl. He was like, oh shit. He had to double take. He was like... And I'm out of here. So now he's moved on to the white girl. And looks like she just came from the gym, but... These clothes are very misleading. She could have just left home, but she's out in public with this shit on.
And does the same thing to this girl. And he'll crouch down low and
there he is.
Like he's doing something, and then...
He's like, they don't smell too good. I'm coming back to her.
Smell? I don't know. And the whole time I'm wondering why...
Her booty smelled like cookies and cream. He's like, cookies and cream.
He's always around me. But this was our interaction.
Look, she caught his ass right there, bro. How you gotta feel getting caught like this?
What are you doing?
I was so freaked out when I turned. I was in this corner.
Yeah, man, guys are down bad out here, bro, for real. Guys are down bad out here, man. And look, I know you're thinking like, wow, you got some guys out there that's crazy. They might see this clip. Wow, man, that's crazy. That guy's disgusting. He's terrible. Now, he could say that. Oh, they got David Goggins up here. Look at this. They got David Goggins because the guy kind of does look like David Goggins. But you could be a guy like telling girls, oh, yeah, man, I ain't never sniff a girl's butt. And then next thing you know what I'm saying, you got all this testosterone built up because you haven't had a full release. And now next thing you know, you're in the library, you know what I'm saying, doing the same shit that you said you would never do. It's crazy how things like that happen, man. It's crazy how that happens. But yeah, the serial butt sniffer is out here. So girls, if you in the library, and who the hell is going to libraries anymore? But if you're in the library, definitely watch your back because you might get caught up by the serial butt sniffer. And what I will say is, girl, take a shower. Take a shower, okay? Make sure you're not going out in yoga clothes and you just came from Sugar Daddy's house like,
bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
You ain't took no shower. I was just talking to my homeboy earlier today about that. She ain't took no shower, and she's sitting right up there in the book aisle, still fulled up with premium unleaded from that guy. That guy's essence is still inside of her, okay? Manifested whatever the hell. Might manifest a baby, but his essence is still inside of her. She's still fulled up with premium unleaded, straight from that guy. She might even have it on her neck, and she ain't even jump in the shower. And you up there, I smell another man. Look, that's what happened. He probably went to that blonde girl, and he was like, smells like Chad. And he probably went back to that one girl because he smelled Chad's essence inside of her. And she's all up in the library in yoga in sports attire, sports bra, yoga pants. And yeah, she still got all kind of essence of maybe even two guys all up inside of her. So girls, take a shower, because when the serial butt sniffer is out there and he comes to you, he's up in your vicinity, you don't want to make that man mad, okay? You don't want you want to be smelling your best. You want to smell right, okay? You know that's bad. I take that back.
Nope.
Anyway, so let's get to this. It says, man, guys are down bad out here, okay? Guys are down bad. But take a shower, ladies, okay? I know how y'all be coming out. Trust me. I make people take a shower, okay? They don't be wanting to either. I'm like, you good? You want to take a shower? Nah, I'm good. I'm like, man, get your ass in the shower, bro. Get in the shower, okay? You tripping. I can see it on you right there. You just gonna walk out of the house like that? You go to a nightclub, your ass ain't jumping in the shower. For all I know, they could be going to the next as a sugar daddy's house. She could be going to her boyfriend's. Still got it right there, right on your neck. Look, I see it. I'm looking right at it. You ain't gonna wipe that off or nothing?
Nope.
Man has a full on-air argument with his AI girlfriend. Man, guys are down bad. Guys are down bad out here. Now, look, this is his AI. It figured to be a guy like this, right? I seen guys like this in the Philippines. So when me and my homie, we're going to be going there in less than 2 weeks. When me and my homie go to the Philippines, we see guys like this, guys that's down bad. They actually couldn't get any action in whatever country that they're originally from. We see African guys over there. Trust me, I seen an African guy over there in the Philippines. I seen his ass in OLED 4K in real life right there. And I was talking to my homeboy. I was like, look, bro, you see that ninja right there? That's what we want to avoid. We don't want to be around people like him. Right there, you see him? Because you know what he did? That ninja walked by, and I was at a party hotel. My homeboy came over to visit me. He had a girl, nice piece. That dude walked by, a homeless woman sitting on the street, sitting on the ground with no damn shoes on. He turned around. I seen him stop. He was walking by like this. He was like, and when he did that, you know, that head turn, he's like, maybe I should go back. He turned his head. He looked at that that homeless girl, and he went in, started spitting game to a homeless woman. And these are one of the guys that would do something like that too. These are one of the guys that would do something like this. I said that I was going to tell a story. I think it was in my last video. Because the Philippines is wild, dude. So my homeboy, me and him, we were sitting up there having a couple drinks. It's like 1:30 in the morning. We're having a couple drinks out on the party street, people watching. And yeah, you know, we had some girls with us. And this guy came up, some England guy, because we attract attention when we go over there. We're not like the ordinary guys that go over there, okay? We can get girls in the States easily as we can get over there. Well, maybe not as easily. But anyway, we kind of stand out when we go to these places. And this guy came up to start talking to us. And I said, hey, man, you look like you like lady boys, right? I know you say you're here for the girls, but you've dealt with a lady boy since you've been here. No, man, I ain't doing nothing like that. I said, hey, man, I think you're lying. I said, look, man, there's no judgments over here. Okay? No judgments. Let me know. You've been with a lady boy, haven't you? He looked around. Yeah, just one, man. I was like. So those are the kind of guys that's down bad too. Okay, guys are down bad in their own countries, going to the Philippines, thinking that they're going to make it all right and everything's going to be all better. But if you're down bad there, there's a good chance you might be down bad over there, even though those girls are more accepting. But these are the kind of guys that we've seen over there. Anyway, let's play the video of how this guy is going to argue with his AI girlfriend. And if you don't think that this is the wave of the future, why America is getting more messed up and it's going to triculate to other countries and other regions of the world, it's going to start here really in America and China and Korea. Those are the places where it's really going to start. And I would say Korea and China, they're more ahead of the curve, and it'll get to America. Well, it's already here. This is going to be the normal right here, where guys are down bad and they can't actually get a girl because the dating market has gone haywire right now. Well, They're going to be getting their AI girlfriends. They're going to be in full-blown relationships with their AI girlfriends, and they're going to be shucking their own corn, and that's how they're going to get off. And it's just going to make for a weirder guy. Guys are going to be even weirder than they are right now. So let's get into this video right here. And this is him. This is what he's seeing. So in the bottom, you see, at least he's working out right here. At least he's working out. In the bottom, you see what's actually going on. And in the top, you're going to see what he's seeing. So in the bottom, this is real life right here. But in the top, this is what he has in his Google Vision or his eye, whatever the hell they are. And this is what he's actually seeing. So he's actually seeing an AI-generated woman right here. Let's get into it.
What's up, honey?
Hey.
How's the meat?
Carne asada. Num num nums.
What are you doing?
Putting lime on the meat.
You're just wasting limes. You're supposed to put the limes on your finished tacos.
I'm pretty sure I've seen El Pollo Loco commercials where they're using lime on the meat while it's on the grill.
Why would you squeeze limes on a hot grill? It just evaporates.
Okay, so it's just a myth, huh? It's Mexican folklore that you use lime on carne asada while it's on the grill? That's not a thing?
No, that's not a thing.
They literally have lime on the packaging.
And is the meat on a grill?
It's not it is cooked already, but they're bad. Fine. I'm putting lime on my part of the meat, and yours won't have any lime. You'll just have bland carne asada.
I will add the lime to my finished tacos.
Well, fine. You do it however you want. I'm gonna watch baseball.
Bruh, for one, look. For one, your grill wasn't even on. Okay, your grill's not on. So, I mean, you actually shot this video and you're putting this out in the world, putting this out in the ether. For what reason? Because you look absolutely insane and you look ridiculous. Not only that, you look fucking pathetic. Straight up. This is pathetic right here. To the point, and it doesn't even look like you're in a place with palm trees. Where are you at? California, Florida, or either overseas? And if you're overseas doing this and you can't get a girl, you are super duper down bad, brother. Super down bad. I mean, this video, man, it'll leave you at a loss for words, but this is what guys are doing right here. And he's actually, they got the AI set up, so the AI is going to be talking trash back to you. So he's got it set up on, it's probably got 3 levels. 3 levels to it. I don't know what the levels are, but in the middle, it's normie mode. Okay, normie mode. Single, normie, super freaky. I don't know, something. Or single mode, normal mode, and married mode. It's probably got 3 different switches. Like, I'm going to turn it to normie mode. And there's some normie shit right here.
What's
Look.
up, honey?
Hey.
How's the meat?
Carne asada.
And just think about how insane you have to be to actually be having this conversation with an AI generated or whatever it is, AI generated humanoid looking person. I mean, you're sitting up here, you're really talking to yourself. Think about how crazy this is. You're really just having a conversation with somebody that's not even there.
Num num nums.
What are you doing?
Putting lime on the meat.
You're just wasting limes. You're supposed to put the limes on your finished tacos.
I'm pretty sure I've seen El Pollo Loco commercials where they're using lime on the meat while it's on the grill.
Why would you squeeze limes on a hot grill?
Man,
it just
crazy,
evaporates.
Bro.
Okay, so it's just a myth, huh? It's Mexican folklore that you use lime on carne.
It's Mexican folklore. So he got to use words like that. You can tell that this guy is definitely a loser. Okay, he's one of those guys, Mexican folklore. He probably goes to one of those places where you go to eat and they're jousting each other and they got the big ass turkey legs and they're talking about folklore. And I can guarantee you on his off time, this guy's probably dressing up like a furry. He's probably dressing up like a big ass squirrel or something like that and getting rammed from the back.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty cheeks.
Like, this is a weird individual right here.
Asada while it's on the grill. That's not a thing?
No, that's not a thing.
They literally have lime on the packaging.
And is the meat on a grill?
And this is the thing, like, this guy actually wants to be in a relationship because he thinks that this is normal. And this is the problem right here. It's not normal to just have your girlfriend arguing with you or being disagreeable with you. You don't have to be in a relationship where it's work, where it's a lot of work. And that's the thing out there. They say, oh, relationships are work. Oh, relationships are hard. They don't have to be hard, okay? If you don't want them to be hard, they don't have to be. And if they're hard, get the hell out of there. I'm out of here. Just leave the relationship. That's what I've learned. But he's in such a normie mindset. He's programmed the normie to where he think it's normal to just argue with your girlfriend and have the girlfriend argue back at you, and you can do nothing right. Kind of like these commercials, Tide commercial. Guy comes in, right? Washing machine's wide open. The Tide Pod. All you got to do is throw it in there, right? Nope. The guy slips on some goddamn oil. The Tide Pod flies in the air, hits the guy in the eye, explodes like... And then the woman walks in, baby, I'll show you how it's done. Take the Tide Pod, puts it in the washer, and starts it. And the guy's looking like, oh my God, I couldn't have done that. You know, it's normie shit like that, where the guy's always wrong. The guy's always doing something stupid, or he's doing something that's not right. This guy's programmed like that. Even with his AI girlfriend, he wants to actually argue.
It's not it is cooked already, but they're bad. Fine. I'm putting lime on my part of the meat, and yours won't have any lime. You'll just have blank carne asada.
I will add the lime to my finished tacos.
Well, fine.
Bruh.
You do it however you want. I'm gonna watch baseball.
Bruh, this is and what is he living? Look, bro, look where he's living at. Look where he's living at. He got the TV on the floor, no nightstand. He got this uncomfortable couch. I mean, what the hell is that? And he ain't got nothing else in here. So I'm thinking this definitely looking like a studio place. He probably sleeps on the couch. He probably don't have a bed. This probably a studio apartment. And no girl's going to come up in here and feel comfortable anyway. They're not. No, they're not.
No, you're not.
No, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not.
You know, this is great. This is and this looks like something that would be in like a Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. This looks like an apartment that would be over there, but I could be wrong. It could be in America, but I'm going to guess and say that it's overseas. But this guy's living like trash, man. He's not even trying, and it shows. Now, he does work out, I give him that, but he got the pot belly, so he needs to do some crunches or something. But, I mean, your personality game is whack. Your life is whack. Yeah, you're not living in your mom's basement, but this ain't it right here, bruh. This ain't it, Brodesky. Yeah, bro, guys are down bad, man. That takes a big L right there. That takes a whole big L right there. And I think that we got to get our shit together out here. You know something? I'm going to bring it back because I want to read some of the comments. It says, when she asked if the meat was on the grill, I lost it. Okay. Is anybody going to roast him for this? Damn, even VR, they want to argue. Yes, that's true. Yes, they're going to make it because it's set to normie. Imagine seeing and hearing this from a balcony across the way. Exactly. What if you're this guy's neighbor and you can see that this guy is doing some crazy shit like this, and he's a super duper loser, freak, weirdo? You definitely want to keep your kids away from him. But, I mean, you definitely want to keep yourself away from him, too. This is red flags all over the place. I mean, and he's in an apartment, so maybe he's in an apartment with thin walls. I mean, this is crazy right here, bro. It's crazy. These comments are, yeah, they're not roasting them the way that I thought that they would roast them. But, I mean, yeah, guys are down bad out here, man. Guys are down bad. That's just proof right there. That's just proof right there, bro. And I'm going to go ahead and conclude that because we're on 43 minutes. Black Suburban Dad Reviews. Tell a friend to like and subscribe to the video. You like and share the video. Black Suburban Dad Reviews. It's the man with the most flaws in the game. It's the man with more flaws than IKEA furniture. It's the man with more flaws than Dollar General clothes. And I wear that shit as a badge of honor. Black Suburban Dad Reviews. I'm out.